Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you everything I eat in a day, like literally every single thing I put in my body. And right now I'm doing my 7-day sugar detox because I feel like I was just like letting those sweets kind of sneak in a bit, but I'm also PMSing. So I'm gonna be doing some things to help curb cravings, especially for that sweet tooth. And really, anytime that you're starting to change things in your diet, it's really important to make sure you have the right balance of healthy fats, proteins, and carbs. That is one thing I learned when I was losing 45 pounds was I wasn't eating enough. And people are always surprised when you guys do my meal plans of how much food there is, but that's what you have to do in order to actually be able to burn fat, build lean muscle, and start to see those changes happen in your body. So even though I'm doing the sugar detox right now, I'm making my food super delicious, and I'm gonna show you kind of how I make those tweaks so it's still really good without all the added sugar. And I know a lot of us girls deal with crazy cravings, especially around PMSy time. So if that is you, you're definitely gonna wanna see my absolutely favorite thing to help curb those cravings. That is such a good treat. Before I show you that though, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, hit that thumbs up button right there, like it. And I'm gonna show you my first meal, which is like my breakfast. This is my 7-day sugar detox guide, and I built this meal plan and guide to really help anyone be able to ditch all the crazy cravings so that they can have a healthy relationship with sweets and sugars. Like, there is a balance, and this will help you find it. So it breaks down everything you need to know about sugar, everything you need to know about detoxing sugar, because there are some side effects when you start to detox it, because our bodies pretty much respond to it like a drug. So you can have symptoms like headaches or brain fog or energy slump. So I'm gonna plan out my week. And one of the biggest things that I make sure I focus on when I'm doing a sugar detox is healthy fats. You have to have a lot of healthy fat to help combat those cravings and symptoms. So you guys know I always do my LSF coffee in the morning, which is loaded with healthy fats and protein, so that even though I do a version of intermittent fasting, like I don't eat food like whole food until like noon or 1, this coffee definitely breaks the traditional fast because I'm using a full fat coconut milk during the sugar detox so that I get those extra fats in the morning. And then my normal coffee, the last thing you want to do is try to like break up with 2 things at once. So I'm not ditching caffeine while also ditching sugar because you just need to have that balance. So I put my little adaptogen blend in there. I'm putting my collagen creamer in there, and then I put a little bit of monk fruit. In the guide, I break down the different types of sugar, so artificial sweeteners or 0-calorie sweeteners that you can get from plants. And I really break it down in there for you. Monk fruit and stevia are the only artificial ones I use because they don't like spike your blood sugar levels. They're more natural, and they don't cause you to crave sugars and sweets like a lot of other artificial sugars will do for you. So there it is, my coffee first thing in the morning. That's really what I consider like my meal 1. And I'll usually take that in my office and just kind of start planning out my day while I sip on that for a while. I consistently eat every 2 to 3 hours to really help avoid those highs and lows that you get, especially from like sugar and blood sugar level spikes. So after a few hours, I'll make eggs. I'm making this for Ryan and myself. And honestly, if you're doing any type of like sugar detox, the hardest day for me is always day 3. It takes a couple days to get everything out of your system. So that's kind of when those maybe other things like headaches and stuff will start to kick in. So again, making sure you're getting plenty of food during that time is key. So I'm doing our eggs with my AWG grain-free bread. These are the little thin rounds that are awesome. So I'm gonna do some eggs, a little sauce, some spinach, get everything I need on there. And I go grain-free in this plan also when you're doing the sugar detox, because grains are going to also impact your blood sugar levels. And again, we're trying to keep it like nice and steady throughout. So grain-free bread, putting my spinach on there. This is a little sauce that's made of almonds. So again, more healthy fats. And then just like an egg-tastic egg explosion. But it's so good. I told you guys, I don't skimp on food. I do not. All right, my third meal is my snack, and it is CHOMPS. You guys see me eating them all the time. This is my snack cabinet where I have pretty much everything that I love to have on hand for healthy snacks, especially when I'm sticking to a meal plan. So I'll grab one of my CHOMPS sticks and a handful of nuts. If you guys haven't seen me talk about CHOMPS before, they're just one of my favorite on-the-go protein-packed snacks. They have 9 to 10 grams of protein. They're like the highest quality. They have turkey and beef. No sugar added, non-GMO,
no added nitrates, and they're just so good. I absolutely love them. And this with some nuts is a perfect balance of that healthy fat and healthy protein snack. So I will eat both of them. These are my two favorite flavors I talk about all the time. So it's just the regular turkey and the jalapeno. Ryan and I eat these pretty much every day. I have them in my car, have them in my cabinets, because I just always need to make sure I have a healthy snack on hand that's not gonna derail my goals, especially when you do get that like hunger. Like you don't want to turn into hangry because then you'll just eat anything and everything in sight. So I always have them so that I can make sure that I'm, again, keeping my blood sugar levels nice and even throughout the day, which is really going to help improve everything you're doing, like from your workouts, your mood. If you can keep snacking throughout the day, it is key. So I do have a code for you for CHOMPS. If you guys want to try it, you can get it delivered right to your door. You get these awesome boxes. So just use the code LSF20 and I'll put the link down below. All right, so I think this is my fourth kind of snack meal of the day during the sugar detox plan is a smoothie. So smoothies are one of those places that sugars can really, really, really sneak into. Like you put a ton of fruit in there, and again, fruit is healthy, but you could end up having almost 50 grams of sugar, and that's insane. Like that's crazy town. So here's my craving PMS cure to all things, you guys. Not the cauliflower. The cauliflower is a great way to avoid added sugar and still get that smooth, rich creaminess like you'd get from a banana. These hanger bombs though, if you have not tried my hanger bombs, oh my gosh. I eat them as snacks, just kind of like a Reese's alternative, but I also will drop them into my smoothies to get more of that healthy fat. I have the hanger bomb recipe in the sugar detox guide. It's also in the Hot Buddy meal plan for you guys. There's different variations I make, but it is like cocoa butter and almond butter and just rich, creamy deliciousness. It adds so much to your smoothie, adds natural sweetness to your smoothie. And then I'll use, obviously, like the cauliflower, like I said, I'll put in some flax. I do some blueberries because they're lower in sugar, and we'll add some sweetness without adding too much sugar. Again, this is the whole key. We're trying to get rid of added sugars. But look at that color. I mean, the cauliflower just makes it so rich and creamy, so thick. It is super filling. So again, I'm always making food for Ryan and I. He's a really lucky guy. So that's my snack slash a meal because it really has everything you need in it. And this is my nighttime hungry dance. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, so dinner time. I'm gonna be making a big Instapot meal. Like, we're just busy. Instapot has become my absolute best friend. That and the air fryer, like, seriously, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna just make a soup with a bunch of veggies that I have in the fridge. This is kind of a variation of my detox soup if you guys have done my 7-day slim down plan or my 14-day shape up. So I always like doing different variations of these soups, but I'll start just by chopping a bunch of onion. I hate raw onion, you guys, but cooked onion is so good. It adds so much flavor, especially into your soups. So that with some garlic, and then I'll just put a little olive oil in the Instapot with the onion and garlic and start to saute that up before I actually like pressure cook it. A bunch of celery, which is really, really good for helping detoxify and debloat your body. And I just also, again, I like the celery flavor in soups. I eat celery raw, but it's not like it's like delicious, but it adds just like a layer when you're cooking that is awesome. So I'm chopping up zucchinis. This is actually Ryan's hand chopping the zucchinis because I was chopping them and he was like criticizing how I was chopping. So I told him to do it. He thought I was gonna cut my fingers because I was just erratically chopping. Whatever. Anyway. So I get all of that mixing up in my Instapot. I put a ton of seasoning. I'm trying to like limit salt because again, I don't want to like the bloating or anything. Bay leaves, if you don't use them in your soups, game changer. Game changer. Just don't eat them. You have to pull them out before you actually eat your soup. So just a little bit of salt in there and pepper. And then I use like a low sodium bone broth when I make this soup as well. Once I throw everything in Instapot, I just put it on for about 9 minutes. And then once it's ready, I let all the steam out, which still terrifies me. A year later, after using this thing constantly, it scares me every single time. I never know what to do with all the steam. And I just don't feel like it's like great for your cabinets. I don't know. But anyway, I put a towel over it to try to minimize the craziness of it. And then the soup is pretty much done, except it needs lots and lots of lemon. Like fresh lemon juice is a game changer in there. I also put in a chicken sausage. I don't know if you guys saw me put that in, and a bunch of kale. And it is like a full, hearty, rich, so satisfying, so delicious. and really helps me as I'm continuing to like to detox sugar to feel full, but also like have everything I need. And that is a full day, everything I eat in the day when I am doing the sugar detox plan, and especially those hanger bombs for my crazy PMS cravings. If you guys like watching this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because I have new videos coming for you every single week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.